There's a massive cover-up in nutrition, and this little test will show you exactly why. We're going to take a few of the most common pieces of nutritional advice and run them through one simple filter. Who benefits if you follow this? Spoiler alert, it's not you. And this is why they can't let carnivore spread. Because when you stop outsourcing your health, the entire system starts to crumble. I'll walk you through a few examples, and I want to hear your feedback in the comments, because there are probably even more beneficiaries we're missing. All right, first piece of advice. Calories in, calories out is the only way to lose weight. Who benefits if you believe that? Do you benefit? No, because you get into this cycle of restriction and then letting loose and eating as much as you want and then feeling bad and restricting again because you think that's a way to lose weight, and then you starve yourself and then you can't help just overeating again, and you get into this vicious cycle of yo-yoing up and down. Does big food benefit? Yes. Because if you think counting calories is all that matters, then I can just eat that garbage food as long as I don't eat too much. Just stay under my calorie limit and I'm good. Does Big Pharma benefit? Yes, because when you inevitably fail, because it wasn't just all about calories in, calories out, you're going to resort to another solution that Big Pharma is more than willing to offer you. You can get their weight loss medications, you can get their injectables, and now you're a customer for life. Let's try another one. The lower your cholesterol, the better. Do you benefit? No, not at all. The lower your cholesterol, the more likely it is you're going to develop conditions like dementia. Does big food benefit? Yes, because now you're going in and buying all those cholesterol-free, ultra-processed foods. You're buying their canola oil because the canola oil is going to reduce your cholesterol. Does Big Pharma benefit? Yes, they do. They're producing statins and all sorts of other drugs they can fill you with to get that cholesterol down. Next one, fat makes you fat. Do you benefit from this? No, because fat, and specifically saturated fat, keeps you satiated. If you're not eating that fat, then you're going to be more hungry more often, and you're likely to try and satiate yourself with foods that are going to make you sick, specifically sugary foods and ultra-processed foods. Does big food benefit? Yes, they are more than happy to sell you low-fat foods. Low-fat, ultra-processed, super sugary foods. Foods that'll keep you coming back for more. Does Big Pharma benefit? Of course they do. They've got all the drugs they can offer you when you get sick from eating all that ultra-processed food. Once you develop the type 2 diabetes and the obesity and the heart disease and the dementia, they've got all the drugs. Don't you worry. Next up, it's important to have balance, to eat balanced meals. Do you benefit from this? No, of course not. No species benefits from a balanced diet, and certainly not us. You want to see that? Just look around. 100% of the population is eating a balanced diet. And look at the state of us. Does big food benefit? Yes, they do. Because if you're eating a balanced diet, then everything in moderation, right? So I can have that ultra-processed breakfast cereal as long as I balance it out with a bit of grapefruit, as long as I balance it out with a bit of fish. What about that pizza I'm having for lunch? It's okay. That's balanced with the salad I'm having on the side. Should I have that cake for dessert? It's okay. It's balanced with that yummy pasta that I had for dinner. Does Big Pharma benefit? Yes. As soon as you get sick from eating all those balanced meals, they'll be there with the drugs to sort you out. Next one. Red meat gives you type 2 diabetes. Do you benefit from this piece of nutritional advice? No, of course not, because now you have to deny yourself the most nutrient-dense food on the planet because apparently it causes type 2 diabetes. Does big food benefit? Yes, because now you are so hungry because you're not eating that satiating red meat that you have to resort to the actual type 2 diabetes causing ultra processed foods that they have for sale. Yum. And when you eventually get that type 2 diabetes, which won't be long, Big Pharma benefits, they're there to sell you the insulin, to sell you the metformin, the statins you're going to need to prevent that heart disease now. They've got everything for you. Meat production is destroying the planet. Do you benefit from this? Of course not, because now you've been shamed into not eating that most nutrient-dense food that's available to humans. Does big food benefit? Of course, because now they can sell you their imitation meats that are apparently good for the environment. And does Big Pharma benefit? Of course, because you're going to get sick from eating all that fake meat with all those disgusting ingredients, and they've got the solution for you in the form of medication. Only one problem, you're going to have to take those medications for life. But what about this piece of advice? Eating a carnivorous diet will reduce inflammation and allow your body to start healing. Do you benefit from this? Yes, you do. Because you're going to start to heal, you're going to start to feel better, and you're going to be less reliant on doctors, on Big Pharma, and you're not going to need all that ultra-processed food because you feel satiated. Does big food benefit? No, because they haven't got anything to sell you. The margins on unprocessed red meat are tiny, so they're not interested in selling you that. Does Big Pharma benefit? No. As you heal and you require less medication, what have they got left to sell you? Unless they continue banging on the high cholesterol thing, they have nothing. And these are just a few examples. You can check any piece of nutritional advice this way. And I'm telling you, if big food and big pharma benefit, you lose. When you win, they lose. So it's pretty easy to see why so many people and organizations would be anti-carnivore. And to discover how we got here, check out this video next.